Hello everyone, this is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, and each week I come live to show you what I am working on in my craft room. And today I am sharing a fun bundle from Stampin' Up's January through April mini catalog. Hi Dawn, thanks for joining this morning. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way, everyone. I hope you have a good day filled with chocolate and flowers and all those good things. I'm using the Petal Park bundle to create a fun fold card. Good morning, April. I have a friend who showed me how to make a really fun Z-fold, and I went to one of her classes, and so I am going to be sharing not only her card, but my version as well. Good morning, Shirley. Thanks for joining. I'm sorry if I missed a few along the way, but I will go through and look at comments when we're all finished, because there's a lot of stamping on today's card. The fun fold is it looks complicated, but it's not. Good morning, Tammy. Thanks for joining. So let's quit talking and let's get down to stamping. See what's going on here. If you haven't seen the Petal Park bundle, it is available beginning on page 32 of Stampin' Up's January through April mini catalog, and it consists of a stamp set, floral images, two-step stamping, meaning that a lot of the images look really awesome when they are stamped twice, and I will show you how I'm going to do that today. And then one of the great features of many Stampin' Up! Products is that we have the coordinating products, and we have a coordinating punch that will punch some of the flowers and a leaf. And we will be using that today as well. Another coordinating product with that is the Regency Park 6x6 Designer Series paper. And I will just quickly show you some of the designs in there. There are 12 designs, so you get 4 each of those 12 designs. And they're floral, generally on one side. Good morning, Kathy. Hope things are good in Ohio. And then, so a flower and then like a graphic. Hi, Nikki, how are you? Flowers and then like a graphic. So here, you can tell I've used those sheets. I was kind of scrambling thinking, where'd all those sheets go? So there's one sheet, then there's just something a little different on the back. Balmy blue, night of navy, petal pink, shaded spruce, and sweet sorbet are the coordinating colors in this 6x6 Mango Melody. Did I say Mango Melody? So there you go. Just kind of going through all of the designs to show you those. One of the great things about the punch is that it actually does, in addition to punching out some of the images in the stamp set, it also punches images from the Designer Series paper. And as soon as I go through these, I will show you the ones that do that. So, you know, if you're in a hurry and you can't do all the stamping, you'll be able to punch the images from the Designer Series paper. So this is the one design. I just kind of trimmed off a little bit. So it cuts, it punches this flower and this flower and this flower. And if you position it in the punch, just so you can get 3 all at one time. So on this sheet, you'd get at least 4 sets of those, and then you can mix and match the flowers any way you want. This is the other one, the balmy blue and petal pink. So it's that flower. Don't know if you can see that flower and that one and this little blue one here. So to me, that's a really awesome feature of that I can just punch those out and have them ready for a card whenever I need to. I can put the stamp set away. Just a reminder, Petal Park 32 in the January through April a mini catalog. I am going to be using the sentiment from the Beautifully Happy. Hi Brenda, thanks for joining. This little thank you sentiment from the Beautifully Happy stamp set, available during Celebration, and we have just about 2 weeks left of Celebration. With minimum qualifying purchases, you can earn free stamp sets and designer series papers. And last week, Stampin' Up! Added some more items, so look for those. All right, let me show you, first of all, let me show you the card that I was inspired by. This was created by my friend Brenda Miller, in New Jersey. And from the front, it looks just like a regular card. And then you just, when you open it up, that's your fun Z fold. So there's, it doesn't open this way, but it does open just like so. So then I made another one using the Thanks a Bunch stamp set from, you can earn free during Celebration, as well as the Dandy Designs 12 by 12 designer series paper, another thing you can earn free. So that's the card I designed there. However, the one we are making, like I mentioned, is using the Petal Park bundle. And this is the card. You can see the designer series paper in the back and the Z fold. And when you open it up, I have another piece of designer series paper, and that can coordinate, and then a place that you can write a message. And then this is all stamped with that thank you from a Beautifully Happy. So how does this go together? Let me bring in the pieces. So I would start with a piece of the Night of Navy cardstock, measuring 5.5 by 4.25. And then on top, I am going to put a 5.25 by 4 designer series paper. And that can be anything. You could use, as you saw, just my 2 examples. You can use any designer series paper that you want. And it all coordinates. And on the designer series paper packages, it shows you, or it tells you, which papers it coordinates with. So you can go to your cardstock stash and take out exactly what you need to create that card and have it look good, have it coordinate. Now the Z fold piece, this measures 9 3/4 by 4 1/4. So you'd be able to get 2 of these out of one piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And I have scored that at 3 1/4 and 6.5. So then we just need to fold it to go like that. So I'm going to fold it all the way over. Oh, I don't have my bone folder out this morning. And then I'm just going to fold it back. And so I am ready now to decorate. I have created that Z fold for that. So what I'll need, let me just tuck that away for a moment because we need to do some stamping. I do have this piece that's 4 by 3, and that's going to go in here when we're ready. And I also have a piece of 4 by 3 for the inside, and a piece of 4 by 3 that we're going to stamp on. And we'll also need a scrap for more stamping. It's a lot. It's if you love to stamp, this is a great set for that. This is also another set that would lend itself well to the Stamparatus. Today I just decided to show you on my blocks. So this is the kind of the outline leaf image stamp. So I'm going to ink that with a memento. And when I have a big stamp like this, I sometimes get better coverage when I leave the stamp on the table face up and then apply the ink that way. Also, be sure if you're going to use this that you use the Stampin' Pierce mat. It's a really awesome, perfect tool, especially with these photopolymer see-through stamps, to get a good image. And I'm going to want to stamp so I can leave a little space for my thank you. And I am just going to press down evenly and firmly and let that ink sink in for just a moment to make sure that we get a good image. And so that's, I'm happy with that. So then the next color, coordinating color for this stamp set, the designer series paper, is the shaded spruce. And this one are the, includes the leaves where we'll fill in the leaf color. And so I have shaded spruce, and I'm going to do the same thing to that. And if you needed to make a bunch of these, yes, definitely line it up on your Stamparatus, and you can get a perfect stamp every time. So I think that's pretty good there. And I've kind of positioned these so it's going to be easy for me to line up the images. It kind of takes me a minute to, hi Kay, thanks for popping in, just to kind of line them up. And if it's not perfect, that's okay. It's a handmade card. It doesn't have to be perfect. And that's why I joined Stampin' Up. I joined Stampin' Up, started stamping many years ago because it didn't have to be perfect. So there we are. Now we have to add the flowers. And what I did with the flowers, I used a piece of scrap paper, kind of following the same. We have an outline stamp here, and I'm going to do that in Night of Navy. Happy Valentine's to you too, everybody. I am making a thank you card, not a Valentine card today, a thank you card using Stampin' Up's Petal Park bundle. So I'm just going to stamp my flowers down here. And I need 2 sets, because if you noticed, I had a Mango Melody flower and then some of the Balmy Blue. So when I do it like this, it allows me to get 2 out of that. So I'm going to ink up that with the Night of Navy. Yeah, lots of stamping, but that's why we're here, right? Stamping. And yesterday I had shaded spruce all over my fingers, everywhere. There might still be some under there. All right. So then to create the blue flowers, I'm going to use the Balmy Blue ink, and this 2-step stamp, this is the one that fills them in. And just imagine all the different color combinations you could use to create these flowers. I used the colors in the designer series paper for my inspiration. Again, the photopolymer stamps allow you to just see real easily. Hi, Barbara. Thanks for joining. See real easily where we're going to stamp. And it's just paper, so if I needed to stamp again, I'll do that. But I like how that turned out. Then I'm going to flip that over. Oh, and I need to clean my stamp because I want to put Mango Melody on the top of those, so we have a different color. Let me just take 1 sec, get that dried off. I cleaned it. Maybe we'll punch the one end while I kind of wait for the stamp to dry off. I got a little wet. I do have black pants on, so I always try to wear black pants when I stamp in case I need to dry off my stamp set. Thank you, Sandy. It is a fun card. I love the bundle. Spring is coming, so I'm looking forward to creating some flowers. So here you can see this is our coordinating punch, and this one is available. And I just kind of fashion, I can see all the little flowers. They look good. I kind of tip it upside down to punch it so they don't like fall all over the floor and I have to pick them up. All right, so I'm going to put those aside. Now I'm ready to do the Mango Melody. Put some ink on those flowers. I'm going to need that again for the sentiment. And then I don't need all these flowers, so I'll be able to use them on a different card. Okay, so there we go. We have balmy blue flowers and mango melody flowers. And then I can grab my punch in again and make sure I line it up so there's a little bit of white around that. And again, all right, so I'll push these off to the side, and we can go back to our front panel. I'll stamp the, hey Kay, glad you could watch this morning. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. I always need thank you cards, but this could be a birthday. This could be any kind of a card. That's what's so awesome about this this stamp set and the sentiments. All right, trash. Okay. Oh, one more thing. We should do the little inside piece. I just have some little stray flowers from another part of that I'll just stamp in the corner. You could also use these to decorate your envelope as well. All right, so let's see. I am going to put the front on before I put the flowers because I'm going to use dimensionals and it gets a little bulky. So I'm just going to use my Seal Plus. It's not very straight, but it doesn't have to be because no one's ever going to see the adhesive on the back. All right. So just that's there. Then the designer series piece goes in here. Remember that measures 4 by 3. Oopsie. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. All right, just a fun Z-fold card, something a little different. It'd be a nice surprise when people open up the card in the mail and have just a different design. Something different for you to make and try yourself. Let me know if you have any questions at all about how it goes together. There will be a blog post available tomorrow morning, as well as a replay on YouTube. All right, so now I want to decorate the front with these flowers. On this one, I had the large one was the Mango Melody. So I don't see why that doesn't work. So let me find the big flower. You know, see, then I have leftovers that I can use for something else. All right. And that just fits just kind of right in here. There's a little spot for it. So I've popped that up with dimensionals. Then I'm going to look for the balmy blue and I'll put a dimensional. Hi, Pam. Oh, thanks for watching. Thanks so much for sharing. I appreciate it. That flower can go here. And then I have this little baby blue one. And I do have some baby mini dimensionals too. Hi, Shelly. How are ya? I just love the colors, and I love that Stampin' Up! Gives us all the clues of the colors, that everything coordinated, so it helps you be a really, really successful stamper. All right, so I am going to put the adhesive on the back of this because you don't want it anywhere else, otherwise the card won't open, and then it can go on the front of the card. So I'm going to put a good amount of Seal Plus so it stays on the front, and you'll see that it opens like that, and the adhesive is on this side right here. So then just gonna put it right here, make sure that it stays, and there's our Z fold. And you could put white and put messages, or just you can do anything you want. It's your card. Now, I also brought in the adhesive backed Milky Dots. And so there's Petal Pink. That's a color that coordinates Night of Navy. And then our Mango Melody. So I'm going to put a big, one of the larger, with my pick tool, the Night of Navy onto the Mango Melody. And then I'll use these little Mango Melodies to put in the middle of the balmy blue. So there is our fun fold card of the day using Stampin' Up's Petal Park bundle. It's a little mini Z fold in the front. Let me share the inspiration for the card that I received from my friend Brenda. She used the Favored Flowers designer series paper and the fragrant Flowers stamp set. This also is from the Beautifully Happy stamp set. Oh, and one more, using some Celebration products. Remember, we have 2 weeks left to Celebration. So this card uses the Thanks a Bunch stamp set, as well as the Dandy Designs 12 by 12 designer series paper. You can earn both the stamp set and the designer series paper free with minimum purchases in the catalog. If you haven't heard of Celebration, give me a shout and I will let you know what that is. Thank you so much for joining me this morning for the Fun Fold using the Petal Park suite. Watch for details on my blog at kimplayswithpaper.com. I hope everyone has a great Valentine's Day, that lots of chocolate is coming your way, a good rest of the weekend, and we will see you next week. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye-bye.